Okay, I'm going to do a video on repairing these things when the ears break. Now, this is my 15. I broke it in Costa Rica last year. And what I did is got a 3D print of a strengthener and do a 2-piece epoxy. Get the highest strength you can. And you end up filing it, but this is the end result when you do it. Now I've got to do my 10-inch that just broke, and I'm actually going to do my other off the 600 Equinox. It hasn't broken yet, but I'm going to glue one of these on just to prevent it. So it probably screws your warranty, but these I've had for a while. They're not on warranty anyway. So that's the end product. This is with clear. This time I couldn't get the clear in the strength I wanted, so I'm going to use a gray, but I don't really care what it looks like. See what you can find. I'm using JB Weld, but any epoxy I'm sure would be fine. But get the strongest pound strength you can. It's usually on the package. Okay, tools I'm going to use. Lots of clamps. There's the weld I'm using. This one is 5,020 pounds PSI. It's a 2-part epoxy. Applicators, sandpaper, and files are to rough these up and make sure they fit tight to the coil. I'll show you when I'm doing it. You'll also need to clean the coil off and sandpaper it and make sure there's a rough surface to grab. Alcohol is to clean off the surface before gluing and make sure it's going to have a good strong connection. Those are the basic tools, and I'll get back to you when I get started here. Okay, this is a dry fit of everything before gluing. It's a pretty good fit so far. Now I'll just take it apart here and show you something. Gotta make sure you keep the tabs to the side they belong on. This is another tab that I had. Now you have a look at it. It does fit over the pieces here, but it does not come down and connect here. It rocks. This is a much better fit. Good and solid. It'll give you a connection right across the base. That is going to be important in supporting this whole thing. So be careful which one you download and print or have printed. I got my son to print these for me. Luckily he has a printer. Okay, so I'll get started sanding and fitting. It's actually not a bad fit. It's not rocking too much. I'll see where the high points are and find them. Make sure it locks right down. And yeah, sand this down. I have to sand this area here and here to make sure I get a good adhesion. You'll want to sand these bits of ears to clean them up and wipe the whole thing down with alcohol. But I will go ahead and get started, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've got it all sanded, roughed up, and this is a dry fit just to make sure I got the clamps in the right position. It's worth doing a dry fit. You don't want to be figuring out your clamps when the glue's on there. Okay, so I'm going to take it apart, get our glue mixed up, and I'll show it to you when I get it back together. Okay, so there it is all glued up. It's going to be ugly with the gray, but that can't be helped. I wanted the strongest glue. Added a couple of extra small clamps in the middle. It's a real messy job. Now this is going to take 48 hours before use, they say, so I'll probably leave it I won't be using it till the weekend, next weekend. I'm going to take it and the 15 that I haven't tested, and in 2 days I'll do up the other one that hasn't broken yet just to strengthen it. I'll take all 3 with me to the lake just to see how they stand up being moved through water and a little pressure put on them. I'll let you know. Okay, so there it is, 10-inch coil or 11-inch coil, totally glued up. I cannot move that. Nice and solid. We'll see how it performs when I get it in the water shortly. Okay, as you can see, I brought several coils. the two broken ones that I repaired. We'll see how they stand up, which means I'll have to put the 15-inch on and run it for an hour or so. I hate swinging that thing in the water though. It's a lot of resistance. But it's a good test. And the 10-inch that didn't break, that I glued the strengthener on anyway to make sure it doesn't in the future, hopefully. We'll see how they hold up. Yeah, something shiny in the scoop. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Little bracelet, I guess. That's cute. Nice find. I'm having a lot of fun today. The coil's holding up, the one I repaired.